How y'all doing? I'm Reginald Bullock here with Trey for Just Living Life, and this is our second
Yep.
time recording. So thank you for rejoining us. And Trey, what do you have to say?
I got a question. Like, should we call this episode 2 or episode 1? I had it personally as episode 1 because it was, the pilot was the last time. So that's why I just wanted to make sure. 'Cause you said 2, but they might have gotten confused. So I just want to make sure they understand. I was gonna classify it as episode 1. You got any problems with that?
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Now, the difference is, though, suppose we edit it and break it into different sections.
Mm,
Like the first one we did was pretty long.
it was pretty
How
good.
many? How long was
I think I had like 23 to 26 segments out of that.
it? Yeah. So is each segment an episode?
It's like the overall thing would be an episode. Each one, each smaller piece, each smaller video would be a segment in itself. So that's what it'll be. But each overall video, like the long one, that hour long, 2 hour long,
So E1,
yeah,
S1, E1, S2,
yeah.
E1, S3. So this is E2.
This will be We'll make this one E1. Let's make this one E1.
What was the last one?
The pilot E0.
Okay. This is us, just living life here with Trey, and this is reality. And the thing that we wanted to do was to have two people who are not necessarily putting things together in a static way that, we rehearsed this for days and days and days, and now you're getting the show based on how we rehearsed it. No, you're getting authentic, real talk from real brothers who live real life because we just live it and we're sharing it with you. And what you just heard is an example of just how things come together.
Yeah.
That's the reality of how things come together in life. So.
Exactly. That was a very ad hoc question. It was a very ad hoc question I gave you. But if you have a shaky foundation, how hard is it to erase that shaky foundation? Because to me, I realize, okay, well, some things I probably built
Why would
upon
you
myself.
want to erase any foundation, to include a shaky foundation?
Well, I mean, if you build
So
upon the shaky, well, if you build upon a shaky foundation, like if you're building upon a house and it has a terrible
I
foundation,
mean, you can destroy the foundation.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, should you? I guess, like,
Destroy it.
yeah, like, and then how hard is that destruction of the
I mean, it depends on what industry we're talking about. So sometimes you can, shore up your foundation.
Mhm.
And then if you don't do it and it's shaky, then yeah, it could destroy itself.
Okay.
For instance, Blockbusters versus Netflix.
Mhm.
Blockbusters had a strong foundation, and Netflix had, or Redbox, whatever it was, had a
Redbox,
strong
yeah.
foundation. And then it became shaky.
Mhm.
Blockbuster had the opportunity to shore up its foundation.
Mhm.
It didn't, and then it went out of business. It crumbled.
See, that could have been. So I guess when I'm thinking of like my business, right? Like, for example, the one I was telling you about,
Mhm.
I'm thinking of, okay, what do I want it to be now? How can it evolve? Like things like that. I'm trying to think, okay, can I go nationwide? Can I be international? Like who knows? So I guess in using Blockbuster as that example, did they really have a strong foundation? Because it seems like maybe they didn't have the tools to evolve.
Now they had a strong foundation. They just didn't have leadership.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
they had the opportunity. It was presented to them.
Mm,
They could have bought Netflix.
okay. Okay.
They did not believe in the future of internet television and movies.
Okay. Okay.
They didn't believe in that.
Okay.
This big disc that you put into a machine is it, and we're at the top of the world.
Right. See, I don't know why I've been thinking maybe the foundation should think if you haven't thought of what your foundation could expand into, I don't know if I want to call you call that a good foundation. For example, if somebody who's like playing basketball, right? If they're trying to train and all this good stuff, but what do you think you ultimately can be? Like, what have you what about basketball have you studied? Like, have you looked at your parents and say, okay, well, I might be this tall, or I need to get this skill set and see because like Steph Curry probably just saw himself as a shooter and he evolved, blossomed into something spectacular, but he probably practiced this stuff at home too.
Right, right.
So his foundation looks pretty great right now because he probably thought of all this stuff too. So like when I see people who haven't evolved or can't evolve, but they have a solid foundation, I'm thinking maybe you didn't have the best foundation because your foundation is
No,
short term.
they could have a solid foundation and a poor work ethic,
Okay.
or a lack of
Okay.
motivation, or be lazy,
That's tough.
or just haven't been exposed to the same things that other people were exposed to, or didn't have the means and the resources to take it further to do what they wanted to do.
That's tough. I'm about to say that sounds like a good way to end the show right there. I don't
It's
know.
all
What do you think?
entertainment until it's not.
Exactly.
Because when it's not, it's actually living life.
That's a quality one. That's a quality one, ladies and gentlemen. But listen, thank you all for listening. Hope you all enjoyed it so far. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone who's anyone about the show. My name is Trey, and as you heard earlier, this is Reggie, and we're just on just living life. That's what we on today. So hope you all enjoyed it. Take care.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.